Hey friends, welcome back to Fluency Journey. If you're someone who understands English but struggle to speak it confidently, this video is for you. Today, I'm going to introduce you to one of the most powerful techniques to speak fluent English. It's called shadowing. You don't need to have a partner. You don't need expensive courses. All you need is your voice and your willingness to repeat. We'll go through a short story together. I'll read it line by line and you'll shadow me. That means repeat at the same time as me, like an echo. Trust me, do this regularly and your fluency will skyrocket. What is shadowing? Let me quickly explain what shadowing is. Shadowing is a technique where you listen and repeat a sentence immediately, copying the speaker's pronunciation, tone, and rhythm. It's like being an actor. You are imitating the way real people speak. Here's how to do it in this video. I'll say each sentence once, then I'll say it again. That's when you repeat with me. Don't pause. Don't worry about grammar. Just focus on sound. Do this daily, and you will naturally start thinking and speaking in English without translating in your head. Benefits of shadowing. So, why does shadowing work so well? It improves your pronunciation and accent, builds speaking confidence, helps you think in English, not your native language, trains your brain to speak without hesitation. Plus, it's fun and active. Perfect for those who get bored just memorizing vocabulary. Alright, now it's your turn to practice. Here's a short story called The Coffee Shop Stranger. Listen to it closely and shadow with me. One rainy morning, I walked into a small coffee shop. One rainy morning, I walked into a small coffee shop. The place was warm, quiet, and smelled like fresh coffee. The place was warm, quiet, and smelled like fresh coffee. I ordered a cappuccino and looked for a seat. I ordered a cappuccino and looked for a seat. There was only one table left and someone was already sitting there. There was only one table left and someone was already sitting there. She smiled and said, "You can join me if you would like." She smiled and said, "You can join me if you would like." I smiled back and sat down across from her. I smiled back and sat down across from her. We started talking about the weather, then about books. We started talking about the weather, then about books. She told me she was a writer working on her first novel. She told me she was a writer working on her first novel. I told her I loved stories, especially true ones. I told her I loved stories, especially true ones. She laughed and said, "Then you will love this." She laughed and said, "Then you will love this." She opened her notebook and read me a paragraph. She opened her notebook and read me a paragraph. It was about two strangers meeting in a coffee shop. It was about two strangers meeting in a coffee shop. I was surprised it sounded exactly like us. I was surprised it sounded exactly like us. Are you writing about me? I asked. Are you writing about me? I asked. We laughed, and just like that, a simple date turned into something special. We laughed, and just like that, a simple date turned into something special. Awesome job! That was your first real shadowing session with the story. How did it feel? Let me know in the comment section. And if you want more story based shadowing, just type more below. And remember, repeating this just for 5 minutes a day can change how you speak English. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new way to boost your fluency. Until next time, keep shadowing and keep shining. This is Fluency Journey, and your journey to English mastery starts here.